fixed it. I fixed it. You should be able to hear me very, very clearly now. For some reason, the device wasn't being detected. It's quiet. Okay. Let's try that now. So the device wasn't being detected, or the device didn't pop on automatically saying that it was what I'm supposed to be using. So I just had to go in and fucking recheck everything to make sure that the mic is what's being picked up for what I'm using to talk. So I am back now, and I really need to get a better placement for this mic. I might have to do it from like back here up front so that I'm not leaning all the way the fuck over this way. I might actually be able to like get within the frame of the fucking camera. But I'm here. And back to the game. It's you know as well as I do. It is not a stream without technical difficulties. So now the technical difficulties are out of the way. Hopefully, my ass won't have any more problems. So back to the game. Now we are back to the game. The lovely Chrono Cross. Now, yeah, as I was saying before, when nobody could fucking hear me, Chrono Cross is, in the loosest sense, supposedly tied to Chrono Trigger. Now, when I say loose, in the loosest sense, I mean loose, like a porn star's vagina loose. Like, it's that loosely tied to Chrono Trigger. Yes, you are a VIP. I made you a VIP simply because I spent so much time in your channel, and we've actually bullshitted and played Fork Knife off of streams just on our own. So I guess you could say, yeah, we're friends. So you're a VIP in the channel. Much like Miss Nari, even though she's lurking, and I understand that she's lurking. Wonderful, beautiful human being. I always, my friends here in the channel, when I do stream, they're always VIPs because I like to hold on to people that I support me, and have always been so fucking awesome to me. So it's the least I can do by giving you all a little diamond next to your names. So, as I was saying, little run-up, little recap from what happened in the previous playthrough. I only played for like an hour, but went up, killed some shit to get some stuff to make a necklace. Met this chick on the beach. Cutscene happened. Tidal wave came in before it crashed. Some little interdimensional bullshit happened, and now I'm stuck in a different world. One where I never existed. Or that I existed, but I died like 10 years ago as a kid, or as a younger kid. So now we're up to this point where people that I've met previously have no idea who the fuck I am. The main character is Serge. The little ginger girl he's talking to right now, her name is Lena. And that dog, I will never read his dialogue because he talks like he's Mike Tyson and can't pronounce his S's. And I do not have that problem, so I will not be trying to read his dialogue. But without further ado, here we go. Back to the game. Hopefully it does not do the lagging thing and my bitrate stays good, because apparently it fell off the fucking map earlier. Well, of course you're my friend. Like I said, we bullshitted off a stream, so it's... I don't play games with just anybody on my time. So just be be cognizant in that you know, we are friends. I consider you a friend. And the soundtracks, or the soundtrack to this game is absolutely 100% beautiful. I wasn't gonna wear a different shirt on stream, but I figured I would just go with a shirt that I have on. Uh, it's Deadpool riding a unicorn on top of a rainbow, and if that doesn't speak, badass, then I don't know what to tell you. Uh, you have to play Chrono Trigger. No, you don't have to play Chrono Trigger to understand this game. Because, like I said, like in the loosest sense, like people have been grasping for straws trying to connect the two games, and it really doesn't pan out that well. So you don't have to play Chrono Trigger to play this game, or play this game to play Chrono Trigger. In my mind, there are two totally separate games that have no connection. Other people have like filled entire Reddit slots with just what they think the connections for are in this game. Well, technically, you don't know if Deadpool has an eye patch underneath the mask. I mean, remember at the end of the movie, he had a picture of Hugh Jackman stapled to his face. So you never know what's underneath the mask. Just throwing that out there. He may have an eye patch. And it is Deadpool. Who the fuck knows? Because Deadpool is one of my favorite characters. Just saying. And this is where she says that the boy that lived next to her had the same name I do, but died like 10 years ago. Well, at least I'm something. I just wish I had some alcohol to drink, but unfortunately, I'm a poor motherfucker, and I don't have any alcohol to drink, so I'm just drinking sodas that I picked up today. Couple more weeks of me being a poorer than a college student in the second year. And yes, I did just carefully pour a can of soda into this bottle. Because I can close the bottle. I can't close a can. And recycling and reusing, everybody should be doing. Keep plastics out of the landfills, at least for a little bit longer. Well, like I said, if tonight's stream goes well, and thank you, Mr. Psycho, for pledging your allegiance to the House of Sarcasm. Greatly appreciate it. I'm up to 77 fucking followers. Holy fuck nuts. But yeah, like I said, if today's went well, or tonight's went well, kind of maybe would probably do a fork knife stream, maybe, if people were interested in it. I do have, let's see here. I do have that tasty little command that I can put in for when anybody actually comes in. I don't have any like raid videos or anything like that. I'm not that fucking talented. But like I said, I just kind of do this for funsies. I'm not like too overly fucking like, I'm a streamer. I need to, like, I don't even give a fuck if I'm ever an affiliate. Like, I don't care. It's just something I like to do. Just have a little fun. Just to talk to people and chat with people. Hang out. Meet new people. Relax. Play some big goddamn video games that I've been a fan of. That I've been playing since I was fucking small goddamn child. I mean, I'm damn near 40, so I've been playing video games for fucking ever. And I just like playing, so why not play video games with people that enjoy video games like me? Like I said, boy died, he drowned 10 years ago. So, I do think, if memory serves me correctly from earlier, I owe a story, do I not? I think I owe a story. Maybe. Not sure. I've been in so many different channels and streams today. I don't know who I promised the story to and who I didn't promise the story to. So, you gotta remind me if I owe a story or not. Yes, okay. What was the story that I owed? Just curious. The skull bullet. I keep fucking with my nose because my fucking mustache hairs are going wild and going right into my nose and tickling the fuck out of it. And so if you see me keep doing this, I'm not on fucking drugs. I don't do cocaine. Obviously, I'm law enforcement. I work in a fucking prison, federal prison, everything. So I don't do drugs. It's just that my fucking nose is itching like a motherfucker. But skull bullet. Okay, so picture this: Sicily, 1912. Wait, no, that's the Golden Girls. Never mind. So picture this. I'll actually go to the transitional just chatting screen because this is so much fun. So, can you hear me from over here so I'm not like having to lean over all the time? First and foremost, before I get into the story. Yes, no. Or do I have to speak louder when I'm over here? This kind of has to be a back and forth here. Okay, but I'll just get into the skull bullet story. So picture this: first tour, first tour, first tour in Iraq. All right. We had this little setup in one of the villages, and so we were out there, and one thing that the Iraqis don't have a general concept of is what goes up must come down. So whenever they want to celebrate something or they're excited about anything, they take their fucking AKs and they're like da 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 in the air. Or the pistols, boom, pop, 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 pop in the air. So when the bullets go up, they got to come down. And they don't understand this concept. So an errant bullet ended up, oh, this is way worse than the ghetto. An errant bullet ended up coming down into this young woman's head. And she was about, I'd say, early 20s. Like very early 20s. Her husband brought her into the Iraqi police station where we were at. And obviously she's bleeding from like the side of her head all the way down. And the doctor we had at the time, he was a big dude. Like his hands were fucking huge. He wasn't going to be able to get a bullet out. I just had to be the smallest, dude in the squad. And the biggest thing was trying to convince her husband that I needed to take the bullet out. Because we're not supposed to touch the women. Only her husband is supposed to touch her. Like, that's like culture and all that shit. Doesn't matter if it's medical or not. Doesn't matter if it's going to save her life or not. Like, we're not supposed to touch him, period. So we had to convince this dude that, hey, I got to take the bullet out. We got to clean it, disinfect it, stitch it up. About 30, 40 minutes later, the dude's like, okay, yeah, let's get the bullet out of my wife's head. So, I had, gloves on. I'm sitting there meticulously, like, trying to be, like, least invasive as possible. Or invasive. Like, trying to, like, dig this bullet out of this girl's, out of this young woman's head. And I got it out. We cleaned it up, disinfected it, Doc sutured it up. And, but to her credit, she didn't move. She didn't cry. She didn't make any noise. She just sat there, like, eyes forward, hands in her lap, as I'm with my fingers getting this bullet out of this chick's head. Like, it's fucking wild, absolutely fucking wild. But yes, that is the bullet in the skull story. Many, many stories. Like I said, people have said I should record some of these stories and, like, put it like that's a little podcast or whatever. Some people find my stories very, very entertaining, very informative. Because I do have all that, the military background, the prison guard, law enforcement background. So, like, the stories I could tell would just blow some people's fucking minds. And it would probably humanize us just a little bit. Just having to see, like, the shit that we would have to go through. But yeah. I have stories upon stories upon stories upon stories that I could tell about all sorts of things. And maybe one day I'll get around to recording them and putting them in, like, a nice little black podcast so people can actually listen to it. And I try not to swear as much, because I do like to swear a lot, and that's probably the downside of me recording stuff. But yeah, there's that. So that is the bullet in the skull story. I hope everybody was entertained with that. Do enjoy good storytelling every now and then. I wonder what would have become of us. I don't think me. I was just doing it just I had to. Like, oh, it's a good story. Yeah. One of the many deployment stories. I mean, 'cause I did 2 tours in Iraq. I did 2 tours in Korea and a tour in Cuba. So, I mean, I got stories from different countries. See, now I see why it's so hard to get through games on stream. So I just want to sit here and talk. But I can't, because I'm playing a game. This is the fucking hardest part. Oh, and when I was still muted earlier, I burped. I was explaining that, yes, this is a casual playthrough, but I do have the game guide. Because I'm old school like that, when we used to have game guides in physical book form and not on some fucking website or some YouTube video. This is a lot easier to go through. Well, it doesn't show you exactly where things are at, but it tells you how to do stuff. Because sometimes this can turn into a very, very complicated game. audio issues and the capture card, because obviously I'm a PlayStation guy. So, and as you already explained on your stream, capture cards and PlayStation, they don't like to play well together. Like they don't. So like, if I could have pulled up the actual Elgato screen on here, you can see that it's completely fucking blank. Before, when I was streaming, before I moved down here, it actually like popped up, and that's what I would have to look at on my other screen to play. Because on this, what you guys are seeing, it's fucking lagged. Like it's lagged really bad. So like I had to, while I was playing the games, especially like when I was playing the God of War games, I'd have to be looking at the actual Elgato screen because there wasn't any lag. So it was. I don't like lag in my games, so that's why I had to choose games like this, where the lag necessarily isn't going to matter that much, but it still like pisses me off because I can tell the lag from when I hit the button and from when something happens. Because like if I hit the button now, and it still takes like 2.5 seconds for something to actually happen. Like this, bleh. You didn't mean to yell. That is a load of horse shit, and we all know that. You were always loud. You were always yelling. Don't tell me you don't mean to yell. I'm gonna call you on your bullshit on that one. Mostly because I can. Because I'm allowed to. Because we're friends, so I can call you out on your bullshit. Because if I can't call you on your bullshit, then what's the point of being friends? That's the whole point of friends, is to call people out on their bullshit. And this is like stopping lag. So this is going to be exponentially more difficult. Another reason why I don't read this goddamn dog's dialogue is he says shit like that, and I'm not gonna read that. I'm not going to fucking read that. See, it would do this stopping lag thing like like last year when I was streaming and I tried, what fucking game was it? Final Fantasy 15. Like it was doing this stop and lag thing, and it was just irritating as a motherfucker. How dare? How fucking dare you come into my channel, into my chat, and claim that you are not loud? How fucking dare? I know the truth. Okay, rest. I think this is where the ginger girl says she wants to follow me around, so. Oh no, I have to go to my grave. So yeah, I have to go to my grave. I actually played a game of Fortnite earlier, and I didn't do exactly too well because I was too busy paying attention to your stream as I was trying to play, and it just did not end the way I would have liked it to. Oh yeah, I forgot about the cheats. Like I said, the soundtrack score is amazing. Alrighty, let's see this shit here. That's not, pay no attention. Grab the stuff that I need. Allocate, and we're off. And I'm visiting my own grave in a different world, which makes it that much more poignant, so to speak. There's some writing on the tombstone. Rip, our beloved Serge, died age 7. Nobody can take away from him, nor can anyone give anything to him. What came from the sea has returned to the sea. What is crisis core? I don't know what crisis core is. So you must be the ghost of the boy who died 10 years ago. Serge. Or Sergey, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Sorry, Junior, but we have no business with your friends. We're just here after you. Be a good boy and come with us. Now, if that ain't all he needs now is a fucking white box van with free candy painted on the side, and that's fucking creeper shit right there. I was actually never a fan of Final Fantasy VII. I know. Fanboys fucking come after me, but I've never been a fan of Final Fantasy VII, nor anything really involved with Final Fantasy VII. Like, my favorite ones are 4, 6, 8, 10 was okay. 10-2 was fucking weird. 11 was online. I never played that one. 12 was odd, but it was fine-ish. 13 was okay, but it was like very linear. Like you couldn't like really explore. It was just you had a fucking path and you were going down that fucking path no matter what. 14 was online. I didn't really play that one. Played it a little bit, but it didn't capture my attention. 15 was good. I really did like 15. But my favorite ones would have to be 4, 6, and 8. Like those are my favorites. Of course, I'm an old school guy, so I like more of the old school kind of vibe. this is the part of the game where we get introduced to a girl named Kid, who is beyond fucking hypersexualized in this game, and for some inexplicable reason, talks with an Australian accent. Well, you'll see when she pops on. Like it's fucking weird. And this is Kid. Hyper fucking sexualized for absolutely no reason. Like there's no reason for this chick to be this goddamn hypersexualized in the game. For somebody that's supposed to be like 16, I think, in the game. Actually, I could probably find out. It probably has the age in the book. This is why I like guides. I can just look back and find shit. Yep, age 16. It's a 16-year-old girl. It looks that fucking hypersexualized. Shit, video games gave me fucking self-esteem issues. What you talking about? See, for some strange fucking reason, has an Australian accent. I wonder if I should count the before stream when I was muted and couldn't fucking talk. Or I could talk, just nobody can fucking hear me. Because I don't know how long I wanted to be on tonight. Sometimes accents are good, sometimes accents are bad. Sometimes accents are bad. Like if you have like a thick accent and it's really hard to understand what it is you're trying to say, then it's bad. Oh yeah, we have salt, we have pepper, and the dude in the middle is Karsh. Yeah. Tall, lanky dude is salt, short, fat guy is pepper. And Karsh we can actually end up recruiting into our party later. I think there's like 46 people you can recruit in this game. Like you can't get salt and pepper, but you can definitely get Karsh because I've had it before in one of my other playthroughs back when it was the PlayStation 1 disc. This is like an original PlayStation 1 game. Like it's old as fuck, but it's still fun as fuck to play. In case anybody was wondering, yes, this is an 18 plus stream. 18 plus stream. Because I like to curse a lot. Because I'm ex-military and a New Yorker. And that's what we do. We curse a lot. Because it's fun. Because profanity makes things more profound. No, not him. Attack Pepper. And Pepper is gone. All that's left is Salt and Karsh. And I'm done. Continue on with the game. No. Halt again. Here we go. Ah. Said both at once. And the introduction in this game of like the elements you can collect and allocate to use was pretty innovative when the game came out. You don't see that in any other game. And every character has like their what they call an innate color. So like Kid's is I think red. Serge's is white. Kid's is red, I believe. And like Karsh right there says innate green, so like reds would be better against him. Reds or yellows? One of them. Is he done? No, he doing his special. Karsh is also one of the 4 divas, spelled D-E-V-A, divas, for General Viper, like elite warrior type people, I guess. You'll end up having to fight all 4 of them at some point. Yay! When you get stars, you get more element slots. Like Serge just getting another one. Kid, her name's Kid. Right now it's girl until she introduces herself as Kid. And you get more shit you can equip. So, I mean, all in all, this is still a pretty fun game. I know it's weird. A kid named Kid. If I ever had any, I'd probably name a Kid. Because I wouldn't be confused. I'm gonna have to find a different place for that light, because right now it's casting shadow from the bed onto the wall. Can't really get a good color scheme in the back. Man, my other streams, like I had this whole fucking setup and shit, and now I'm just in this one little room and can't do too much. But may do what I got. At least I got my, yeah. At least I got my custom made neon sign. That's all I need. I think that's probably too bright too. Or is it already dimmed? It's already fucking dimmed? Holy shit. Okay. Thought it was too bright. I guess not. Yep, kid named Kid. Confirmed. Call me Kid. Nice to meet you. Gonna stand by and watch those blokes gang up on you like that. I can't do Australian accents. They just pissed me the bloody hell off. And I wish I could have beaten them up some more. Why was that mob after you? Shit, I don't know. I just got here. How about you and me too? There's something in a book about this too. Oh yeah, past that. Alright. Let us consult the guide. After the dragoons have fled in disgrace, the young woman who helped Serge introduces herself. She asks to join the party, and you can say yes or no. If you agree, the scene immediately shifts back to Arnie Village, where the party has just spent the night. Kid then gives Serge the teleporter, which gives you the power to switch out party members anywhere on the world map or at a record of fate. But if you refuse her 3 times, she will run away. Don't worry about refusing Kid. There won't be any hard feelings and she will join later. If you recruit Kid now, Lena will never join your party. So, in order to get Lena into the party, I have to tell this over-sexualized 16-year-old girl with an Australian accent for no reason no 3 times. She'll later join, but if I agree now, I'll never get the ginger-haired girl in the village to join me. So, I'm going to go ahead and say no because I would like to have as many people available in my parties as possible. So how about it? Maybe it was fate that we'd meet up like this. I will have to refuse. No. Hang on. Are you telling me you're going to refuse the company of a lonely, vulnerable, sweet little girl? Yeah, she is so fucking sweet with like daggers and slicing up motherfuckers. She is not sweet at all. Red Mist, welcome my friend. Pledging allegiance to the house of sarcasm. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Red Mist, as always, you're always welcome here, no matter what. And I don't think I've thrown this up in a bit, so might as well do it now, since how there's newer people that there are newer people in the stream that haven't previously been in the stream that doesn't know that this command exists. Boom. Just a little rundown of me. Lord Dogma of the House Sarcastic, rescuer of animals, which is another story, player of music. I have my guitar back in the other room. I'm a level 0 player. Painter of images. I do occasionally paint. I have painted a picture for one of my fellow streamers and sent it to her like last year. Actor of indie films. Yes, I have been in a movie once. So on my little Twitch about me, when it says as seen on TV or been in a movie once, it is actually true. I've been in a movie, a little independent film called Eddie Glum. So there is that. Player of games. Obviously, I love video games. Been playing games pretty much my whole life. Veteran of wars. Obviously, I'm a 2-time Iraq War veteran, so that rings true. Traveler from the northern wastelands of New York. Traveler from the Wall. A lot of this is based around Game of Thrones-ish type stuff. And Swarm Protector. of the realm. My realm is my kingdom, my my community, my Twitch community, my friends that I've grown to actually care about and give a shit about. So there is that. So yes, everybody, Red Mist, welcome in. So glad to have you here. So happy that you're here. Just getting on the. I wouldn't necessarily say I like people. I like animals a lot more than I like people. Like 100% like animals more than I like people. Even changing it from people to persons is still kind of stretching it. Just because. See, I used to have a painting that one of my friends from up north had painted me before, and it said, "People fucking suck." And it's kind of the rule I live by, because people do fucking suck. People, people are fucking horrible. There's only like a small group of people that aren't, and those are the people I tend to gravitate towards because I prefer animals. Because animals are fucking amazing. Like when I was living in Memphis, I volunteered at an animal rescue, on my off time. Like I have a soft spot for animals. If there's any soft spot in me, in the hard, stone cold asshole that I am, animals will get me every time. I've now refused her 3 times, and she will scatter off. Oh yeah, especially dogs. Dogs are superior. And some cats. Some cats are cool. Most cats are assholes. Kind of have a kindred spirit with them, but I like dogs more. Yep, I will see that kid later. I mean, I'm already a big enough asshole where I don't need to like invite more of that same energy around me. So that's why I tend to gravitate more towards dogs because they're the more fun-loving and not so much asshole energy. Although some dogs are assholes. Like my roommate's dog, for instance, he's an asshole. Cute, he's a fucking asshole. He's retarded as shit. I think the only pet of yours that I would like would be Varys. Varys would be the only one. And this is where Lena is going to join me. The sweet little ginger-haired girl who I believe fights with a spoon. Varric. Varric. God. My brain's been fucking weird all goddamn day, so don't mind me if I get a name wrong. Oh, I'm not a bad person. You see that? See that? Little ginger haired girl thinks I'm a good person. And in the end, that's all that really matters. The ginger haired girl on the screen in the game thinks I'm a good person. Well, Varric is a dwarven character from the Dragon Age series. And that's why I know Varric is. Because Varric was always my dude. Him and Bianca, his custom made crossbow. And Lena has joined. And I might be able to pick somebody else up before I leave. I think I can. I think I might be able to pick up the voodoo doll before I leave. Yes, I can actually recruit a voodoo doll. I went in the wrong door. Go in the other door. It's up a little further. This one. See, the trick is, before you get to this world, because this is a different world, you would have to come here in the other one, talk to the dude down here who was a fisherman, and he would have given you a rare shark tooth, which you can now present to him to remind him of some shit. And then before you leave, that little voodoo doll up there, called Mojo, will offer to join you. Good luck, charm from the Far East. Can you feel the love and affection oozing from it? It's just such an amazing messenger of love, courage, from a fucking voodoo doll. Think about it, my brother, how our everyday lives are controlled by uncertainty and fear. Our spent yesterdays and uncertain tomorrows, how we live in a meaningless today. This holy item, filled with prayers, protects and supports us. Yes, this is actually a old PlayStation 1 game called Chrono. It's supposed, depending on who you talk to, it's supposed to be very loosely based off of, or loosely connected to Chrono Trigger. And when I say loosely, I mean like in the loosest sense, like a porn star's vagina loose, like that loosely connected to it. I don't think it is. I think they're two separate games. I can't understand the connections that they try to pull out of their ass on this one, but I don't really see the connection. But yeah, it's like an old PlayStation 1 game. Got remastered, got put on the PlayStation Store, the Switch Store. So I have it on my Switch too whenever I want to play it on my Switch. If I'm out and about doing something, or if I'm taking a vacation somewhere and I'm driving around, I just have a hotel room, I can pull out my Switch and play too. So now you can find true love and peace of mind within Mojo. Like I said, it really all depends on who you talk to. Offer him the shark tooth. Baby must have been a good 15 feet. Don't tell me you're the one that caught it. Nah, dog. You were. From another world. Gave up on his dream. Now look at him. Praying to a fucking stuffed straw man on a wall. How the turntables. Wants me to leave him alone. I talk to him one more time. He has nothing more to say. And please leave. And as I'm about to leave, the voodoo doll comes to life. Boom. Hold on a second there. What was that? Love is always in the air. It's just that no one notices. That's horseshit. Your mojo. I am Mojo, and I bring good fortune. Never understood a voodoo doll made out of straw, wearing a crown with burning candles on it. Sounds kind of counterproductive to me, but the fuck do I know? This can't be happening. How in the... And he's got his nail sticking through his chest. I sense some kind of purpose. Seems like fun, so I will join you. There's nothing droll about me. Just a word of advice. Stop writing and come face to face with your life. A messenger of love and courage I am. I'm lucky, I'm lucky, I'm lucky. Not singing that. Mojo joined your party. His innate color, I believe, is black. But there's not a whole lot of black elements right now. He's still pretty cool to have at a party, though. So I might switch him out with Lena. Yeah, Serge is white. The dog is yellow. Actually, I may switch out the dog with Mojo. No. Mojo's fucking weak as fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna switch out the Ginger with Mojo. Do a couple battles and the stat should come up. So I think I got some... There we go. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't have any to give him. Shit. I've got some money. I can buy some elements. You have to pick up some elements to assign to these 2 party members. Yes, bitch, let me see your elements. So I can get these up. And a whole lot of nothing. Okay. They she had weapons too. Yeah. Oh. No, we can't do any of that. Okay. So, back to elements. Allocate. How the fuck is that fireball +2? And that's just fireball. Oh, that's why, because I'm... Because I'm fucking special, that's why. Fuck. Alright. Back to this beautiful soundtrack. I'm trying not to talk so much during this soundtrack, but it's amazing. Alright. I think after I get to the Fossil Valley, I'm probably going to go ahead and call it after that. I mean, I have to pick up a heavy skull, a bellflower, and a big egg. So there's 3 things I got to pick up in this area. I have to do at least some battles so I can get the stats up. Sit here talking about how much I love animals, and I'm beating up fucking little dingoes here. But I still got the dog in my party. That should count for something. Okay, ankle biting piece of shit. little beginning of Mojo's attack is pretty cool too when he does his little Elvis hip thrust thing. Always have to increase the stats. Because later on in the game, the stats are going to be very, very important. Ooh, Magma Bomb. Magma Bomb is nice. Yes, we are the exorcists that you sent for. So let me up the ladder. I'll take care of everything. I will stop this noise. Rest assured. All I was a very, very sad clown skeleton skull. You and I are both dead. Well, that's one way to put it there, guy. Don't know how I ended up like this. I don't have a body. I don't remember a thing. You understand what I'm going through, don't you? But I have a feeling everything will come back to me once I find my body parts. So yeah, so how about it? Will you help me find my body? Sure thing, skeleton dude. Just hop in the old backpack. Continue going. Oh no, I gotta go around. Fucking duh. Pick up the bellflower. Shut up and let me go get the big fucking egg. I need that later. I'll kill this big giant ass bird. And if I didn't have the cheats on, this would be a very, very hard fight. But thankfully I got the cheats on. It's gonna be a lot easier. This fucker likes to do dumb shit. And this is like a devastating attack. So if I didn't have... my fucking battery's low. God damn it. Oh, on. Fucking cords. Alright. But yeah, so if I didn't have the cheats on, that attack would damn near be one-shotting me the entire time. And I hate that shit. Magma bomb. Why is this slowing down so much? That's a weird animation. Oh. Why is this going slow? Oh, because I hit a button. My bad. Probably when I was trying to get the cord to plug my shit in. Boom. And Big Bird is fucking dead. More stats. More shit. Alright. Not good when there's a pause delay. More salt and pepper. Unlimited life, yes. There's not really mana in here. It's elements, and you can still only use the elements once. It prevents you from getting like enemies on the screen. I think it's the top cheat there. With enemies on screen, if you run into them, they'll attack. You'll get into a battle. With that cheat, you can run into them, click on them, whatever, and you won't get into a battle. So you can like avoid all battles. So that's really the only two cheats, and of course I can hit the L2 R2s to speed up and slow down. I don't know why anybody would want to slow shit down, but yeah, that's about the extent of the cheats right there. Now if I could have a cheat that had like I can use the elements over and over and over and over again, I would just stock up with the most powerful ones in the game and just go to town. I mean, yeah, like the one cheat there on the bottom. It's not so much unlimited health. It makes all the enemies miss you. So it's basically unlimited health. Especially like later parts of the game when you're like a toxic swamp and just like walking through it will take health away. That'll still take health away from you. But like once you're down to one, you're not gonna die. If you get into a battle, you can use healing elements or consumables or whatever to heal your party up. But you can't like die. It just makes the enemies miss 100%. Like I haven't seen an instance where the enemies actually hit me with the cheat active. If that answers your question. I mean, this is a pretty fun game. Like I would always recommend this game to anybody. As it's just a fun game, and it has so much depth of story in it. especially when you get like in the later parts, and there's like, I want to say eight or so endings that you can get in the game. So it definitely has replayability value. Especially the one where you actually, on the final boss, you have to actually use the Chrono trigger, and it's like a new game plus scenario. So you actually have to like beat the game to get the Chrono trigger, and then play through it to actually use the Chrono trigger on the end boss to get like the perfect ending and stuff. Like, it's a time-consuming process, but it's pretty fun. Ah, shit. Should've used on the other person. He's gonna be strong against yellow. Still died though, so fuck it. Pepper box. I see like all of their attacks miss. I think it's just with the remastered versions of the game. Boom. I think I get more stars from this and more element slots. Pretty sure. Yep. Stat increases, which I needed badly. Alright. Now on to and I think that is probably where I'm going to call it a night. Simply because I'm slightly tired. But I'm going to let this music play in the background because I do love the soundtrack to this game. It's amazing. Even when I go to like the... because when I downloaded this, I also got a theme for the PlayStation, and even that one's like actually really, really good too. Actually, so I can actually see what I'm doing. I'll go back to that. But yeah, just the theme to this is actually really good too. But yeah, thank you to everybody that stopped by. Greatly appreciate it. I think this is the most interaction I've ever had on a stream, and the most people I've actually had viewing my stream, which blows my fucking mind. Um, it makes me want to stream more, but then again, I actually have to have like the time, uh, and I only have like Saturday and Sundays off, and it's usually me catching up on the sleep I don't get during the week because waking up at 4:30 and being to work by 6 and then work until 2 if I work 8 hours. If we're working 16 hours, I don't get home till 10 o'clock, and then having to turn around and do all the shit all over again. It's hard. But am I gonna do the whole poor me? I have a full time job bullshit. At least I have a job. Can't afford shit right now, but at least I have a job. But thank you to everybody that stopped by. Thank you to Geeked, Psycho, Red, Nari. I think she's actually still. Nope, Nari has went away. But even when she stopped in and said hello, appreciate all of you, and I hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful night. And I hope to see you guys the next time I stream, whenever that will be. I'll definitely be giving people a heads up on that one. Actually, I didn't even fucking post on Twitter or none. Goddamn. Getting slow in my goddamn old age. But yeah. Appreciate everybody stopping by, and I hope you all have a good night. See y'all next time. Actually, on second thought, let's see if there's anybody on that I could raid. Angie is on. Angie is doing a 12-hour stream, which is probably going. I think she's going to be done at 10. So about 16 more minutes or so. Because she's been on for a while now. So let's see. Going to go say hello to her. Because she is awesome. I've gotten to know her. So yeah, that's where I will end for tonight. I think that's it. God, I don't have my glasses on, so I gotta like lean really close to the screen. But yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. And then, yeah, like I said, thanks everybody for stopping in, and I will see everybody next time.